Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls. Last episode, we got to the Undead Asylum after clearing out a lot of dark root gardens. Now, let's clear back out this asylum. Up for that one. Ooh, that's not good damage. Ouch. Heal. It's very possible we don't survive this first run. Not what I told it to do. Oh, I'm surprised we survived that. That ain't good. At least we missed the first hit. So that would have killed us. Want to do jump attack again? That sucks. Can't get up. Oh, that's more like it. I missed. Come on. Not right here, right now. Was a heavy hit. Good stuff. I am surprised we got that first try. He is not that hard of a boss, but he just hits so hard. And there were like 3 times throughout that fight that I thought we were dead, and we didn't. Somehow we survived it. So I'll take it. Now for this guy. Watch, this is gonna be what ends us. Oh wait. I can totally whip a silver serpent ring. We get out of here. Get away from him. Get up this ladder. Yes. Hopefully I can get one of their weapons in this zone now. Come on. Can't see where I am. Well, we did do a fair amount of damage with that one swing. Should come over here. That's stupid. It looked like I had him. Yep. Let me out of the muck. We move too slow. I want to say there's either 2 or 3 Black Knights in this area. Might only be 2. But they're all or both a pain. A little tougher than the other Black Knights. But still doable. And we got the Claymore. Good stuff. Now I can level that up. I think we're far enough. It's either like 20 or 25 that you have to be to use that. Oh, 20 but 18 decks, and we are nowhere near 18 decks. Well, 5 levels away. Good. What the hell? Oscar. You are my friend. And there goes Oscar. But he follows you when you actually go up this flight of stairs that's to my right. But apparently not. And let's do something. Just in case I decide to do a new game plus. And we run through to get like the different ending or something. Let's boost this fire up. So that if I have to come back here again, we start off with a couple more flasks than usual. That just makes this a little bit easier to deal with. Now we can go on over here. Check this area. Go up onto the other side. I don't remember that ever redoing that. It could very well, but I don't remember that happening. Could have sworn that only ever happened once. That's the key that we got. That was on the roof of the building leading up to the row that takes us back to the asylum. There's the ring. That should be it. Yup, improves balance and poor footing. That's the ring I needed. I know I like to come back here early for some reason. And the reason was that. Now, other Black Knight, where are you? Should be right down here. Just don't want to get surprised and instantly slapped. Yeah, I do still have that on. Back on up and heal. Heal again. Ooh, another red titanite chunk. Hell yeah, we can level that weapon up twice now. That's awesome. Yeah, sure, and I have not upgraded any weapon at all yet, but the fact that we can upgrade those now twice is phenomenal. And that clears out the Undead Asylum. Let's get on back out of here. May come back later, because there's a couple of items you can get from Pickle P that are actually worth it. But I don't think we have all the items that we have to trade with them right now, so I might as well just wait till later and come back with everything. And we can do that all in one go. For now, let's get back to Firelink. Hey ho! Oh, what a lovely drop. I think that one's a trap. If you drop onto there, there's like nowhere to drop down to safely, so you end up dying. Your souls get trapped in that area. I never checked to see if Patches was in there, I just kept running past. I think it's not until you beat the area that Patches comes over here. Yeah, he's not here yet. We didn't beat it. We did not fight Nito yet. Might actually even be after you get the Lord Vessel. Either way, oh well, we didn't do either of those yet, so can't think we're about to do that. Now, I need Dex up, so we're gonna be slowly boosting that. And I want magic weapon equip. Past light equip. So that's going to be our loadout for a while. We'll really only be changing stuff when we need to change stuff, but that's good. That's the good stuff right there. Let's buy what we can from Pieter.
Oh, sometimes.
I do want that, so we'll take it. You don't need more than one homeward because it sends you home, so you just gotta sit at the frickin' grace point to get it again. There's never a point in buying more than one of that. I could buy another, or a force from him. But I don't trust you.
By the lords, you damn fool! Enough of you! Feel the wrath of the gods! No, this can't be.
Yes, it can, Peter.
Like this.
Yes, it can. It can very easily end like that. Because you are untrustworthy. And you will kill other people at Firelink for no reason. And then you will try and skim me out of all the money you can. And I say no. We will not allow that. Instead, now we can buy most of the spells from this chick up here. And just get most of the spells that you could buy from him from her. Pretty sure you can actually get them all. You could just get duplicates if you left him alive. And I'm not worried about duplicates. So, onward and upward. Quite literally. We didn't get that yet. Okay, so how much do you need to level up? It's just Twinkling Titanite, and it's one of that. We'll do it. Cool. As soon as I got 1 or 18 dexterity, we're switching to that weapon then. I'll just keep bumping it up. Because the Black Knight sword, I'm pretty sure you can still put magic on it. Let's shift the catalyst over, actually. I would much rather it be in that hand so that we can check stuff like that. Oh, can't. Or maybe it's just because it's completely grayed out at the moment. Yeah, that one we can use doubled. And I could put magic on it. We know that because it's a normal sword. So, we just got to get to the required stats. And we'll be able to see properly. While we're here, though. Alley-oop. Let's go get what's up here. Just making sure Mr. Lizardmen didn't follow me, and it looks like they did not. Soul of the Proud Knight. Invisible Wall. Started off with a big attack first, did ya? Pretty much trapped me. So I should do that precautionarily. And get a full chunk of Titanite from that one. Makes that worth it. And that's a whole lot of nothing. Oh, I didn't mean to walk there. I walked up to the edge and then I let go of the control stick. They just did those extra 2 steps on themselves, well, by themselves. Because of the animation style. That sucks. That was a wasted humanity. Damn, they do have a lot of health. But I'm pretty sure it's just the weapons I'm using. If I would have leveled it up. Pretty sure we would have been doing the damage I'm thinking we should be doing on them. But not too worried about it at the same point. Until you get far enough in the game, this is actually a pretty half-decent spot to stick around and farm souls at. We're gonna go back and fight those guys just to get the items that are by them. Actually, I have 17 flasks right now. Let's not. Let's fight through the bullshit. I would like to level up these bonfires, but that first one isn't entirely worth leveling up past 10. And to get to the next one's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Like, you really don't need any flasks if it's done right, but I always like to be sure that I do it right. What the hell? There. I wanted a second one. Yep. Easy peasy. That one's never a problem. Since it's the first boss of the game, you know it's not going to be that big of an issue. So, I usually just take it out pretty easily. Some fun. Get the tail axe, because why the hell not? Well, most of the weapons that I don't use this run through, I'd also do what I'm planning on doing with Elden Ring, where once this channel finally gets a decent amount of people watching it, and I'm monetized, and people are tuning in, I'll give away some of the items and weapons that I don't level up from these playthroughs, because I played the other ones enough, my other files enough, that I don't really need to trade a lot of these items to max out stuff. So I'm perfectly fine with giving away weapons and tools. Delete this file anyway, so it might as well go to somebody who might want to play this game and give it a shot and get a boost in the beginning. I have no problem with getting a little boost from weapons and tools to level up weapons. It's just when people do the getting 70 spells, glitches that are outside of what I would normally say is okay and allowed. Like if you're using force to knock people off the edge in the beginning of the game, and you're using it like 60 times, there's no way in hell you should have been able to do that. That's annoying. So, those people, I give no respect to. They have glitched the game somehow to leave like a imprint of their previous character when they keep resetting, and it allows them to keep their spells while resetting the game and get the same spells again. It's a full-on glitch. People have been doing it for forever. Or they run through the game like 2 or 3 times as a very low level, which I give them credit. That is rough to do, yes, but at the end of the day, they do it just to screw over new players and make people not want to play these games anymore because of how screwed over they get from people invading and using these spells on them. It's the wrong kind of gatekeeping, so I will gatekeep in the right way and try and stop that kind of bullshit from happening. These games should be accessible to everybody. Even if you're not the most skillful player, you can play through these games, but you will definitely get so pissed off at playing them from invasions that you just might not want to play it anymore. I know people who have dealt with invasions like that, where it's like the game itself is fun to them, but the fact that they get invaded every couple of hours, if not every hour, it just turns them off from the game. They stop playing. I can't say I don't understand it. The invasions piss me the hell off too, so totally do understand it. Kind of hoping it didn't do that. There we go. That should be more than enough health gone from that guy. Do. I'm just gonna take this path nice and slow. Oh, he healed. That makes sense. Oh well. Bye-bye, Blackbird. Okay. Now, I do like to get all the items that are in this zone before we go through like an idiot and just run down there and get all those items and fall off and die. Let's turn around. Go through this door first. Go get us a checkpoint so that if we do die by something stupid, we can come back. Pretty sure I have to fight this gargoyle though, right? Oh no, he's just waiting on the bridge like a good boy. I think one is going to bring that gargoyle to us, and then we gotta push it again to go down further. I don't think you get the tail axe from this one. I think you could only get it from the last one. So I guess let's try that. Yep. Man, you are annoying. Heal up. There we go. Now let's go down. Get this little checkpoint that we can get. We'll do it after. And then I should just have to equip this. Yup. And it gets rid of the illusion.
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self, Gwyndolin, and kneel before me. O disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shall protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the Dark Moon.
Excellent.
Very well. Now hunteth the enemies of the Lord.
That covenant was always a pain in the ass to me. Why it's engraved in my brain now. I always forget that you have to go over there, and instead of walking that little bit further, you have to kneel. Because if you don't kneel and you go in, then you can't ever do the covenant. So you have to do exactly what I just did. Get that out the way. And now we're in the covenant. Now we can screw up later, and while he'll be angry, he won't be too angry. But I can also go back up here. Yes, I did not sit at the bonfire, so if I die, I go back to the other one. But that's not that big of a deal. We have the elevator active now, so there's literally nothing to fight in between here and there. twice here. Yep. Now we're back where we were. So I want to get the stuff that's on this floor. And I would have rather not had a bunch of the assassins chucking stuff up at me from the layer above, so we go this way. And should be close enough. Yes, we are. Go on over here. Feet. Go on over here. This area is so shitty and small. I was hoping it wouldn't kill us, but it almost did. Grab that. Don't think there's any other item to get. Nope. So we can just go back on over here. Fall down. Go to this side. And climb on back up. We could go down there and get that item. I think that's the Painting Guardian set. But we do have the painted doll. The painted doll allows us to go into that painting. But I don't want to clear that zone out yet. It's actually really tough. I should say they all do a lot of damage there, and out here is actually easier than in there at first. So we're better off going back here, going through all this crap, and then going up there later. Let's go back and heal now, or at least sit down at the bonfire, because I wanted to get those enemies that were over at that spot before I sat. Now that we are good to rest. None of the enemies in front of us were fought, except for the gargoyle, but the gargoyle shouldn't come back, so don't matter. Go to that side. And then let's see. Because you don't really have to fight anything right up here. I don't really have to fight them either. I can sprint through this area, so let's try and do that and get to the next bonfire. Not fighting you big guys. Nothing over there to fight. Nothing over there to get. And I don't think he can make it through that door, so let's actually re-equip Havel's ring. Just so we can move a little bit faster in this next part. I just wanted to know how much damage they were going to do. They did enough. Holy hell. That one's a trap. You don't want to go down that bridge that I was staring at on the back end of that. The bridge that I was going to is the only one that leads to the next spot. So, round 2. Sprint through that area. Do that again. We just won't stop this time. We did a little loop around, as I said, to test and see how much damage they did, because they will chuck lightning at us while we're running down that bridge, and I wasn't going to risk them constantly being able to chuck it at us, but looks like we have to. Just have to try and dodge every time I hear it zapping and charging. Here. Grab those and get on down here. What in the hell? That pushed me back so far. Grab. Keep on going. Just in case we heal up again. I always go on the left side. And what I like to do is get close enough that this one switches to his sword and shield, and then stand right here. And he falls off the edge. Oh, I dropped an item though. That sucks. But we can't get it. But that makes that 1,000 times easier than trying to actually fight them. Fighting them on those tiny, tiny ledges is the bane of a lot of people's existence. But you can just do that and get them to follow you back. And once they try and attack on that ledge is when they just miss. Hilariously.
You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly you've left me with quite an impression. You really are fond of if I didn't know better. Oh no, dear me. You really are fond if I didn't know better. Oh no, dear.
Oh, Solaire, you are a funny and great character. I don't know if we're gonna rescue him though, because that requires you doing a lot of stuff. Or at least wasting a lot of humanity. And as much as I like Solaire, I do not know if I feel like going down farming for humanity just to waste it on rescuing him. That was dumb. We were both mid-slap. I should have gotten that slap off. That's an aggravating attack. While our stamina got back, healing was a good option. Man, these guys suck. They just do so much damage. Not like they have an insane amount of health or anything, it's just the damage they do. It's just brutal. Sunlight medals. But alright. Instead of starting this area off and then not being able to get very far and finishing it before I cut this episode, let's end the episode here. If you like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, comment down below anything you want me to do in this game or any other games you might want me to play, and I will give them a thought. But I will see all of y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.